All right, welcome everyone again to our Saturday morning breakfast call on January 21st, 2017. My name is Joel Broughton, the CEO of Postcard Networker, and I'm going to be your host for today, of course. And we're going to be going through, like I said, right off the top there, we're going to go through some training. I've got an exciting promotion, but let's get started first off with those of you that are building the business, having success, getting paid, right? That's what we're here for, to get paid. Receiving matching checks. These people here have either earned a check this past week, earned matching postcards, or both. So I'd like to spend some time to congratulate them. So congratulations to Zena and Greg. Congratulations Jason, Dan, Jim, Herschel, Joe, Donald, Brian, Charles, Ja, Sam. Congratulations Robert and Leonard, Jack, Brad, Shonda, Mike, Robert, Greg, Jay, Christina, Clive, Marianne. Congratulations, Jerry, Linda, Human, Herb, Pandora, Clinton, Chip, Roy, Sandra, Lisa, John, Richard, Karen, Virgil, Nathan, Pam. Congratulations, Lindsay, Caitlin, Phyllis, Alonzo, Greg, Mike, Sharon, John, and Jeffrey. And congratulations to everybody that's putting the effort to build your business. Congratulations to everybody getting free members and people joining the business and just getting started. That is the first step they need to do to take to be able to help get you paid. So first off, I just want to tell you about our promotion. Hey, let's just talk about this right off the start. Listen, I always like to run promotions and run contests and things like that. For a purpose, not necessarily just for the heck of it, but for a reason. And we decided to put this specific promotion, this 2-for-1 promotion, available to you guys for the rest of January. So it is a limited time. Okay, there really is only about a week and a half left in this promotion. We just started it late last night. Technically, I guess we were going to start today, but we did put it up active late last night. Here's how it works, because again, I want to encourage you guys to do the right activities in your business. So in order to get the 2-for-1 postcard deal, okay, and you can purchase as many, here's the offer. You can purchase as many postcards as you want, 2 for the price of 1. Okay, so you're just going to pay regular shipping, so the same shipping cost you would, if for instance, if you buy 100 postcards, you're paying the same shipping cost, the same cost as 100 postcards, but instead you're going to get 200, okay, on the 2-for-1 promotion only. You're going to get, if you buy 200, you're going to get 400. If you buy 500, you get 1,000, 1,000, 2,000. If you buy 5,000 postcards, you get 10,000 postcards, okay, for the price of just 5,000 plus just the regular shipping, okay? Now, in order to qualify for this promotion, though, you need to already be on a postcard auto ship, okay? So either you've already signed up for it, or you can sign up for it today, okay, or tomorrow, or the next day, all right? Whenever you want to qualify and make that 2-for-1 promotion active for yourself, you just have to set up an auto ship. So setting up an auto ship just simply entails going in and placing your first auto ship order, okay, clicking on the amount of postcards that you want set up on a regular auto ship, and pressing the auto ship button, and then going through and placing the order for your very first auto ship, okay? So you are placing an order if you don't already have an auto ship set up, all right? And you'll know if you have an auto ship set up because in your shop, in your store, in your back office, it will say, your auto ship is active, and it'll say that your next billing date and the next time your postcards are going to be shipped, okay, through the auto ship. Plus, when you click on the 2-for-1 promotion button to purchase that, it will allow you to do so. If your auto ship isn't set up, it won't let you click that button. It'll just show up with a message giving you the details of what you need to do, which is set up an auto ship. Now, here's why we're doing this, okay? Because I think, again, this is really important. I'm not just doing this just for the heck of it, just to give away free postcards. I'm doing this because I want to incentivize you that want to build your business, okay? For anybody who wants to build their business faster, we're going to give you a really great offer. I mean, if you look at it, 2-for-1, this isn't something that happens every day, right? This isn't something that we're going to run consistently or all the time. But I do want to encourage the auto ships. And the reason why I want to encourage the auto ship is because what we know, okay, what my wife and I know and the top leaders in this business know is that those members that consistently send postcards over an extended period of time have much more success, okay, like significantly more success than those that just go ahead and send once in a while, okay, or those that go ahead and send the postcards just one time. Now, I'm not saying you can't have success by sending postcards one time. Some people do, okay? Some people get lucky and they get some really good people into their business from, one-time mailing or sporadic mailings once in a while, okay? However, what we've seen and what we've experienced in our lives, okay, especially I think I'm probably the best gauge because I've been doing direct mail now. I've run a direct mail company for over 10 years, for probably about 12, 13 years now. I know that consistency beats everything. I know that eventually the numbers work in your favor over time, okay? It happens all the time. The numbers will work in your favor over time because what happens is over time you earn two things. One, the percentage response tends to level out into something decent, okay, or something good, all right? You can't get, I guess you could, but it would be very, very rare and unlucky for you to get 0 for 12 months, okay? But you can get 0 on one mailing, right? You can get 0 signups on one mailing. You can get 0 sales on one mailing. It's possible, okay? It's not hugely likely, but it is possible. But you really, the odds of you getting nothing happening in your business if you consistently mail for 12 months is pretty much 0 or below 0, right? Like the odds of you continually mailing every month, month in, month out, and you being the only one that doesn't get anything is pretty small, all right? So what happens is the odds get better over time. Now, the other thing that happens with an auto ship or with time in this business is it takes time to develop leverage or to get leverage. And essentially what leverage is in your business is other people mailing, right? Other people mailing too. So over time what happens is you start to get members joining. They start to do mailing. Now I want you to think about just this for a quick little scenario. If you mail 100 postcards this month, okay, your 100 auto ship, and let's say you just get one person. Now next month you mail 100 and they mail 100. That's 200 postcards going out, right, for your business. And you guys might get a couple, right? You might get 2 or 3 or 4 people. But your business didn't like explode overnight, right? Your business didn't go crazy for you just mailing 100 postcards. But what happens over the next year if that person, okay, that one person that came in that first month only mails 100 per month for 12 months, for the next 12 months? Well, that's 1,200 postcards that they are mailing that you pay nothing for, okay? It costs you 0 in advertising, 0 in marketing, 0 in stamps, 0 in leads, 0 in postcards, right? It costs you nothing to market to those 1,200 people. They're doing it for you. Well, they're actually doing it for them, but you're benefiting as well, right? So 1,200 postcards basically going out for your business for free over the next 12 months. But what if you quit in month 2 or month 3? Well, you now don't get the benefit of 900 or 1,000 postcards that that person is going to mail out. And what about all the people that joined from their postcards? And what about all the people that are going to join from the postcards you're going to send out, the 100 that you would have sent out, right? So what happens is if you've ever seen that kind of scenario where you double a penny every day, would you rather have $1 million or double a penny every day? For a month or 2 months or whatever it is. Well, we know that leverage over time, it's the same as compound interest, right? For those of you guys that are in the financial industry, over time, you win a lot more. Leverage works the same way as doubling a penny. Leverage works the same way as compound interest. Over time, what happens is you're earning off of your leverage. You're earning off of your savings. You're earning off of the interest, right? You're earning off of the money that's kind of compounding. Your results in network marketing and in Postcard Networker will compound over time through the leverage. That's why you have to stick with it. So people have asked me before, they've been like, well, should I send out 1,000 postcards this month, or should I do 100 postcards a month for a year? If that's the only decision, I would rather send out 100 postcards a month for a year. It costs the same, but you're gaining time. You're gaining the time and the leverage over time, right? Your averages will average out. You'll gain leverage. You'll start to see results from other people, okay? Now, of course, the better answer really, I guess, is mail the 1,000 today and do 100 a month, if you can, okay, or do 1,000 a month if you can. But if it's a binary decision and that's the only decision, if it's a yes or no, right? If it's either I do this or I do that, do I do 1,000 today or do I do 100 every month for 12 months? I'd rather see you do 100 a month for 12 months, okay? Because over time you're going to win more than just doing kind of a short little burst, okay? Tortoise and the hare, right? If you just keep going in network marketing in this industry, trust me, you're going to be better off. Now, it's better to have a burst, right? It's better to have that initial burst plus do the consistency, okay? Because you'll get much better results, right? If you look at compound interest, it's better to put in $10,000 today and $100 a month than it would be just $100 a month. You'd make a lot more, right? Because you're starting off at a higher level, right? So it's the same thing in this business. If you can start off with a burst of energy or a burst of, 1,000 postcards or 500 postcards or 200 postcards, I mean, whatever it is your situation can allow you to do, and then do your 100 a month or do your 200 a month or 500 a month, whatever it is that you can set yourself up for, okay? You're going to have much more success doing that, okay? Now, that's why we are, like I said, promoting or offering this special promotion. Here's why. Here's how this fits into what I just explained to you very, very well. If you set up your auto ship today for 100 or 200 or 500 or 1,000 or whatever you want to set it up for, but minimum 100, set it up for 100 auto ship. You're basically committing to, and by the way, you can cancel your auto ship anytime. You're not locked in, okay, other than just you're making a commitment to yourself, right? We're basically getting you to take the action to commit to yourself, okay, and we're going to bill you until you just click the little no, I want to cancel button in your back office, okay? So you can cancel any time, but I am saying, listen, commit to yourself, at least minimum 100 postcards a month. And then we'll allow you to get the 2-for-1 promotion. So the 2-for-1 promotion is what you can use for your burst off the start, right? You can go ahead and maybe buy 500 postcards and get 500 free. So you have 1,000 postcards to do a burst of postcards right now, okay? And then you'll have your 100 auto ship a month consistently building, consistently building, consistently building so that you can gain the benefits of the leverage. So you can gain the benefits of the time, okay, of that 1,000. Now, I want to tell you, we do have people in Postcard Networker that join the business, send out 1,000 postcards, and then quit the next month. We do have people like that. It's unfortunate. I feel bad because I'm like, you didn't get it. Like, you don't understand. You didn't quite get what we're doing here. All right, because you quit too soon. And then what happens is they quit. They don't even pay the $10 a month for the affiliate fee. And a month or two later, they get some sales, and the matching postcards just go to the upline. I mean, they still accumulate, some money as commissions from their front line. They don't get any leverage. They don't get any commissions from level 2, level 3, level 4. And then they think the business doesn't work, right? Or they think the system doesn't work. It's not designed to provide an overnight solution to marketing. Marketing is a long-term thing. Advertising and marketing is an every day, every week, every month thing. And the best way for us to win is consistency. Okay, so that's why we've put this promotion together. I hope you guys are excited about it. I mean, I am, when we kind of came up with it, I thought I really want to reward those members that are A, on AutoShip, or B, set up an AutoShip. Okay, those people that are taking the exact right action that they should be taking, which is consistently setting up or consistently mailing their postcards. And the easiest way and the best way to do that, to kind of guarantee that, I guess, is just through setting up your AutoShip. Okay, so I really wanted to just reward those members that are doing the right activity. So we're going to give you 2-for-1 postcards, and you can, like I said, you can set up your postcard AutoShip today, tomorrow, all the way up to the 31st, and still get the 2-for-1 promotion. But you have to set up your AutoShip first, and then you can go in and make the purchase for 2-for-1 postcards, as many as you want, as many times as you want. But it does end January 31st. 2017. Okay, it'll be taken off of the site, and we just go back to business as usual. Okay, so that's a promotion. I hope you guys like it. Hope you share it with your members. Hope you encourage everybody to take advantage of it and get their AutoShip set up. Now, the only other update I have today right now is we're mostly caught up on all the support tickets. There are a few outstanding. So if you don't have an answer yet on a ticket that you might have put in 5 days ago or 6 days ago or 10 days ago, it's not that I'm not caught up all the way up to that. There's just 2 or 3 other issues that, I kind of have looked through them all. We've looked through them all, and we just have to address whatever it is that you would put in. Okay, so if you ever, please don't get frustrated with the support ticket system. If you ever put in something and you don't get an answer right away or within a day or two, some of the tickets get answered immediately, okay, if it's a simple question or a simple fix. Other tickets, it might be open for a week or 2, but we will get to them. We're pretty much caught up on almost everything. There's maybe only, I would say, 8 or 10 support tickets left outstanding. If you are one of them, I do apologize. We will get your issue taken care of and resolved. Okay? So let's just skip right into a short little training today, and then we're going to let you guys go a little bit early today. I want to talk about team building. I was speaking with a member yesterday, one of our leaders, and he was kind of asking a little bit about, being available for his team and leading his team and helping them, because he obviously wants to be successful himself, but he's got that concern. He wants his team to do the right activities, to follow him, to work with him, to come along for the ride, so to speak. It's like we've got this great opportunity, but some people just don't take it, right? So he was kind of like, well, what should I do to help my team members? One of the things that I tell people a lot is you just need to be available. Okay, is one of the first things that you want to do. You don't want to necessarily chase your team around. You don't necessarily want them to think that I don't know how to put this kind of delicately. You don't want them to think that you need them, that they're the end-all be-all of your business. Every single member is important in our business. Okay, you are important in Postcard Networker. You are important to me. Okay, as the CEO, you're important to me. However, every individual member is not so important that they'll take the whole company down, right? That if they don't work or they don't go on AutoShip or they quit, they're not going to ruin your personal business, right? So you want to kind of be available to your team, but you don't necessarily want to treat your team as if each individual member is so important that your business will collapse without them, okay? And one of the things I mentioned to him was, listen, if you model, okay, a lot of this industry is just about modeling, right? Do what successful people do. I mean, the word I mean, we're not necessarily going to use the word copy because you don't want to necessarily copy or copycat a lot of some of the stuff, but you do want to model it. Do something similar. Do it your own way, right? So if you look at what I do, okay, as the CEO of Postcard Networker for the team is I make myself available on a conference call, right? I do trainings, okay, through the OMA program. All right, so for those of you that are in the OMA program, you know that we do a lot of regular trainings. We have a lot of stuff in there. We have a lot of great information in there. Every Saturday morning, we do Postcard Networker updates. We talk about the business. We congratulate members that are having success. We do a training. We invite people to do interviews or other trainings. We do lots of things. Okay, so make yourself available on a team call, okay, for your team. Now, you might not necessarily do this until you have enough people that will show up for a call. All right, so if you have 1 or 2 or 3 people, you know, it's up to you. Maybe once a month you hold a call for them, or you might still be doing it just one-on-one. You know, if they need something, they'll call you and you just chat with them one-on-one. But once your team gets a little bit bigger, all right, once you've got a significant amount of people in your team or your personals, you might want to hold a call for them where they can ask you questions. Maybe you do an additional training. You can invite me or one of the other leaders to do a training specific to your members, okay, that's something that you want to, you know, us to impart to them, or some kind of training that you think would be valuable. Okay, but just being available, you don't have to. Again, you're not going to build their business for them. The same way I'm not going to build your business for you. I'm going to make all the tools and resources available. I'm going to provide the leads. I'm going to provide the websites. I'm going to provide the training. I'm going to provide everything, but you still have to build it. Same as your team. They still have to want to build their business. You know, and those people that phone you and pick up the phone and call you and say, hey, you know, I'm really interested in this, and I really want to get this going, and you know, that type of person, that's the type of person you want to spend more time with, right? You don't want to chase people around saying, hey, you really should want to do this business. You can't create in another individual, another human being, you can't create that desire for success. Okay, you can support the desire for success. You can fan the flames, so to speak, right? You can help increase that by providing them with you know, and helping build that dream with them. But you can't provide that initial like desire. Like you just can't do it, right? So being available to them when they need you is one of the most important things. Answering questions, you know, pointing them in the right direction. And as a support team, or as an upline, or as a leader, whatever you want to call yourself, one of the most important things is just understanding the system. You know, you don't have to train them necessarily. You just have to know where to go find the information. You don't have to explain to them why they should set up a postcard auto ship. You just have to go find a call where I explain it, right? And point them to that training call. You don't have to necessarily understand why they should join the OMA program. You just have to understand where that 6-minute video is in step 3. You know, you have to remember where that is and point them to, hey, go listen to the video in step 3. Right? So really, if we look at it, or the affiliate program, step 2, like as long as you know where the resources are, okay, you are a good leader. You will be a good leader for your team. Okay, as it starts to grow. The second thing is just bring value to your team. All right, and again, bringing value isn't necessarily, I just touched on one of the big things, it's not necessarily you knowing everything and you doing trainings and it's not necessarily that. It's the big part of bringing value is you knowing where to get the information to help them. Okay. It's either through you or it's through somebody else. Like it might be through me or through my wife, okay, or through one of the other leaders in Postcard Networker. You don't necessarily have to do the training, be the leader. You just have to know where to go find the training, okay, where to go find the information, where to go find the leader that they can talk to. All right. So think about yourself, especially when you first get started in Postcard Networker, more as just kind of an intermediary. You know, somebody who's just going to point somebody in the right direction, right? You're just simply directing traffic. Somebody comes up to you and asks you, hey, where do I find the affiliate program information? Oh, no problem. Step number 2. Hey, where do I find the information on joining a network marketing company? Oh, no problem. Step number 5. Okay, so think about yourself more as just directing them to the correct information, okay, to the training that they want. Know where all the training is. Know where all the resources are. Hey, how do I set up a postcard auto ship? No problem. Just go in your store, just go in your shop, and click on the postcards, and you'll be able to select the amount, and then just simply click on the little auto ship button, fill out your information, place your order, and your auto ship will be set up. And when you go back in there, it'll say when your next date your auto ship's coming out, okay, and when your next postcards will be shipped to you. And it does it all automatically. Okay, so think about that. Think about how simple that was for me to say that. But if you don't know that information, okay, then obviously you're not bringing value to your team. If you're just going to sit there and go, well, I'm not really sure. I don't really know how the system works. I don't really, and it's as simple as just playing around with it, getting in there, clicking around, or asking your sponsor, asking your team leader. Okay, asking somebody in your business, okay, where do I find this, or what is this? And again, when you're brand new, you don't have to know all this stuff. But if you've been in the business for a month or two, you really should be able to at least start directing people to the correct trainings or to the spots where they sign up for stuff and get postcards and get the online training and all that kind of stuff. Okay? Lead by example is a really big one in building your team. Okay? This one is often overlooked. This one is often the one most people think they don't have to do. Most people believe, do what I say, right, not what I do. Most people actually, and a lot of people won't say that's what they believe, but they do believe it by their actions. Well, I don't have to go on AutoShip. I just want my team to go on AutoShip. Well, I don't have to buy those products. I just want my team to buy those products. Okay? If you're not leading by example, if you're not going on AutoShip, I guarantee you your team will be able to feel it just in the way you talk about it. Okay? They will know, okay, what you're doing. If you're in a network marketing company and you're not really purchasing and using the products, or if you're just buying the products and not using them, sticking them on a shelf somewhere, your team will know. Okay, they won't necessarily know right away, but over time they will get to know that, hey, you're not really committed to the business. You're not really purchasing the products. You're not really using them. Because if you were, you would probably talk differently about them. You would talk differently about the business. One of the other big things, that I see in network marketing and even in our business is negativity. Okay, for some reason, people love to do this. People love to spread negativity about their business. I can't figure out to this day why. It's your business. Why would you spread any negativity to your team or your downline ever? Why would you ever cast any doubt to any of your team members? You're the leader. You're the one they're following. It's your income on the line. Why would you ever spread any kind of negativity or cast any kind of doubt to your own team about your business? Right? To me, it's kind of crazy. So leading by example means cut out the negativity, right? If you have a problem, deal with your problem, but don't tell everybody about it, right? Fix your problem, solve your problem, move on. Don't sit there dwelling in your problem with your downline, because guess what happens? If you constantly are negative with your downline, and tell them, oh, I'm not sure if this is working. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm getting results. Oh, I'm not sure if this is going to work. We're just going to try it out. Guess what? Your downline will start saying the same thing. Yeah, it probably doesn't work. Yeah, maybe I'll just try it out. And what happens? Your downline starts to quit only because of your negativity or because the way you're talking to them. And then guess what? The business doesn't work. And then guess what? You're like, oh, yeah, see, it didn't work, right? Well, a lot of times it actually doesn't work because the leaders are being negative about their own business, and then their downline are quitting because of that. And then, it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Because you talked negative over your own business, and then your customers and your distributors quit because of that. Crazy. I don't know why people do that. But anyway, lead by example. So talk positively to your downline. Encourage everybody. Be excited about your business. Listen, we have the greatest opportunity, to me personally. I feel like network marketing and Postcard Networker and online marketing and all this stuff that we do from home is, maybe we can't make $10 billion from it. Maybe you need to be in a different industry for that. But you can make hundreds of thousands. You can make millions of dollars. You can completely change your life. You can work from home. You can quit your job. You can earn a full-time income. You can buy that brand new car that you've wanted. You can buy that brand new home that you've wanted. You can go on vacation regularly, like monthly if you want to. We have one of the greatest industries in the world, so why do people keep talking negatively about it? It's crazy. Talk so positively, okay? Talk blessings over your business. Talk about it like it's the best thing in the world. Guess what will start to happen? It will be the best thing in the world for you. And your income will show, your growth will show, your members will be excited, and people will want to follow you, okay? Hey, listen, keep working, all right? A lot of people, what they do is they build a little team, all right? You start to get a bit of leverage, and then you think that you can be the manager. Guess what? I got a surprise for you guys. Managers are jobs only in places like government and businesses, corporations, and you get paid to be a manager. You get paid to supervise other people, not as an entrepreneur, okay? Entrepreneurs are not managers. People in network marketing are not managers, ever. We're not managers. We don't just manage other people. We don't just supervise what the troops are doing, okay? We do. We keep working. We keep building. We keep growing, all right? I know it's the dream of some people. I guarantee you there's somebody on this call today, and I feel a little bit bad, all right, because there's somebody on this call today that thinks that they can just enroll 2 people, sit back and supervise those 2 people and just be a manager and just manage them. I've seen it happen in network marketing organizations where people get up to $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 a month, and they're kind of like they quit their job at $4,000 a month maybe because they replaced their income. And their business just sits there because they just want to manage those other people. They don't want to keep growing. They don't want to keep building. They feel like, well, I've made it. In network marketing, there's no time in which you've quote unquote made it where you can just go supervise everybody else. We got to keep leading. We got to keep growing. We got to keep advertising. We got to keep building the business. Now you may go on vacation, right? You may take a month off. But that's different. You're not managing people. You're taking a vacation, right? You're taking time off. You're being rewarded for working hard. You're being rewarded for building your business. You're completely going to disconnect and go enjoy time with your family or go enjoy time on some island beach somewhere, right? Whatever it is that is your dream. But when you come back, you start working again. There's no point, like, phoning people and managing them and telling them what to do, that's not network marketing. You may as well go get a job for the government or go get a job for some corporation or some retail organization where you can just supervise other people doing the work, right? There are no managers in network marketing. Keep working all the time. Keep building your business, all right? What will happen is your income will continue to expand if you keep working. That's just what happens. Your team will keep growing. You'll find new leaders. You'll find new members that want to grow. You'll get more leverage. You'll be able to go on more vacations. You'll be able to buy more stuff. You'll be able to fulfill more of your dreams. You'll be able to give away more to charity. Okay? So just keep working, all right? And the last thing is, you can develop some team training. Now, I mentioned this a little bit off the top in terms of being available. You are not going to necessarily do a team training that replaces Postcard Networker training and Saturday morning breakfast calls, okay? Not everybody's destined to do that. Not everybody wants to do that. You may be in a situation where you're excited to do that, but you just don't have any team members yet, okay, or you're just getting started. You may be in a situation where you never want to do that. That's okay, okay? But it is one of the things that you want to think about and potentially offer once your team is significantly, large, is offering a specific team training for them. And again, you don't have to do the training. You can invite me on to do your training for your team. I'll come do a training for you. I'm not going to do it every single day or every single week necessarily, but I'll do a training once in a while specific just for your team if you organize it. I was talking to one of our leaders, like I said, just the other day, and I said, if you ever want to do a live event, I'll come to a live event. Okay, I'll do a training for your team. Now, you have to get a certain amount of people in the room. It has to be worthwhile, right? But we can rent a little hotel room, or we can go to a Starbucks with 5 or 8 people. As long as it's not too far. I'm not going to fly across the country to California necessarily just to go to a Starbucks, but if it's close to here, let's put an event together. Let's do a training. Let's get together. Let's build the team. Okay, so team training, use your imagination. Okay, it is your team. Okay, help them, support them. Let's make some good quality training and stuff available to them. All right, and listen, even if all we do is get together and chat for an hour with 5 or 6 or 8 people or 10 people, give them some good ideas, get to know them, build relationships, that's okay too. All right? Network marketing, again, half of the game is just relationships, right? People liking you enough to want to continue working with you and working with the system and working with the team and working with the business, liking the business enough to stick with it. Because again, where does our big success come from? I talked about it on the top of the call. It comes from consistency and time, right? It comes from the leverage over time. So if we have relationships with people and we provide them some good training, if we're available, if we bring them some value, if we're doing all the right things and we're just continuing to work, they're going to stick with us, okay? In the long term, they are going to stick with your team. They will stick with you over time. It's up to you to determine that, though. Right? If you start talking negatively and telling everybody that, I'm out of here in a month if this doesn't work, guess what? All your team's going to quit immediately, and then you're going to be out of here in a month. But if you talk positively and you talk about building this long term and you talk about the dream and the vision that you have for your business and for you and your team, guess what? People will start to follow you and get excited about that. That's how we built Postcard Networker, okay? With these simple 5 little things. I don't ever stop working to build the business better and bigger. I don't stop recruiting. I don't stop sending postcards. I don't stop advertising. I continue doing it personally myself. And other people continue to do it too, primarily because I'm doing it, because I'm the one out in the trenches too with you. All right? I'm a leader from the front. I'm not just going to manage and tell people what to do. Does that make sense? That's it for today, folks. I do appreciate you guys coming today. I hope I've given you some good insight into building your team. I hope you do take advantage of our promotion that we put on for January. Please share that with your team as well. Please share. I mean, a 2-for-1 just doesn't come around every day, okay? So please share that with your team. Make sure everybody gets started, and that'll give you a good boost for the beginning of the year. Yeah, I think that we've already got the year off to a really good start. Tons of postcards going out, tons of new members joining in January here, but I believe that we can always pour a little bit of gas on the fire. So we're going to do that with a 2-for-1 promotion here at the end of January. Have a great weekend, everyone. I wish you all the best, and we'll talk to you guys all next week. Bye for now.